You're here. Welcome to Friday, Tesla Power Hour. I know 2 days of streaming in a row. Let me know if my audio is coming in clear. But yeah, I stream more than usual, I guess. You could say 2 days in a row is probably not typical, but here we are. Let's do it. Let me know if my audio is coming in clear. Jeffrey, I see in the chat. Let me know in the chat where you guys are tuning in from. State, city, country, whatever you guys feel comfortable sharing. Tesla sitting at $1,011 as we begin Power Hour here. The last hour of trading. Got CNBC pulled up here in case they talk about anything good. We can pull it up. Let me just make this a little bit bigger. Audio clear. Thank you, Faisal. Appreciate it. Jeffrey, create your worth. Elon sold yesterday. Yes, he sold with his 10B 5-1 plan. Clear. Thank you, Chan. Appreciate it. Montreal, North Carolina, Atlanta, Minnesota, Tampa. Go Bolts. Stefan, you guys played a good game yesterday against the Leafs. London, Texas, Norway, all clear. Thanks, Jason. Appreciate it. Market maker stole from the money from the 12.9 tinfoil hat believers. It does feel like that was kind of it was conspiracy made of nothing. It got too big, right? We talked about this yesterday. I don't want to go into too much today, but it got too big for it to ever be a thing at that point, right? San Antonio, Jersey, Colorado, New Brunswick, Toronto, West Virginia, Detroit native, go Wings. Wings are a good team. They're still down there in the dumps, but they got some really good young talent. Cayman Islands, Connor. There we go. I want to visit the Cayman Islands at some point. I've heard good things. I had a friend that actually lived in the Cayman Islands for a couple of years. She worked there. Chadwick, Cleveland in the house. Appreciate it, Chadwick. Stop eating all the damn poutine. Rio, I'll try not to. Ukraine. Hey, Mark, thanks for the super chat. I appreciate that coming in. Thank you, my friend. Vancouver, nice. Got a local. So as we sit here, 10:10 sitting on Power Hour, I'm going to pull up. Yesterday we talked about the options order flow, and we saw some weakness in the options order flow yesterday. Today I have it pulled up right over here so we can take a look. Now this morning we obviously sunk quite a bit down to, I think 980 is kind of low of the day today. Let me just check. 982 is low of day. And we were weak this morning, quite honestly. Now, on the daily graph, what is promising is we have a chance of putting in yet another hammer candle above the 50 moving average. And what hammer candles with long wicks on the downside, and definitely we're not there yet, finishing at high of day would be signaling of a real green hammer candle. But finishing up there on the week would signal potentially a bottoming effect on Tesla. I said this yesterday, but I do not obviously want to see us to close below 1,000. But closing below 1,000, or in this case, maybe even closing at the 50-day moving average at 1,005-ish, might signal that there is some short-term downside to go, as demand might be, in the short term at least, perhaps exhausted at this 50 EMA. And the 100 EMA is sitting a far ways at $862. That's not to say that we get there. And, I think probability is that if macro holds up, we probably rebound into next week. Not massively, but, let's say target a 1080 is kind of our next level of supply on the upside, our bigger one. And as we look at the flows and as we, check this out, there's not much massive happening in terms of flow. Implied volatility is up a little bit today. It did get demolished yesterday, I should say. We have some positive gamma exposure at the 1,025, 1,030 level. That's kind of sort of what we're seeing now. Remember, the positive gamma exposures means that there's going to be a dampening effect at these strikes. So us getting past 1030 is important in terms of actually seeing a move back up in terms of gamma exposure, at least. So, that's something to keep in mind. In terms of live options order flow that comes in, let's pull it up here. As we pull up live options order flow, we're getting some calls being sold at the bid, some put sweeps being put in to close the day. So, and these are 10-10 strikes for next week. So, it looks like they're selling premium on the call side and buying with that money, buying some put premium and sweeping pretty much at the money for next week. So this next hour is going to be interesting to say the least. CPI came in, by the way, today, as you guys know, pretty much as expected on that. Oliver says, how do you see Elon's tweet regarding resignation, being an influencer, hinting at a retirement? Okay, let's talk about that. That was crazy last night. How it was nuts, okay? Actually, I got some alerts on this, so check this out. So Elon, Reuters ran with this thing yesterday, and it's just so crazy. Elon tweeted, can I even see it right here? Elon tweeted, tongue in cheek, of course, thinking of quitting my jobs and becoming an influencer full time. What do you think? Joke. Anyone's, and I love how Gary actually replied earnestly, respectfully, that's not your skill set. Stick to what you're good at. I found that quite funny. Obviously, Elon's speaking tongue in cheek. Even Mr. Beast replied to Elon saying, I'll teach you how to get YouTube views. And Elon replied with the praying emoji. Obviously, he's kidding. And they just grasp at straws. They run with any narrative. Do I think a lot of this had to play with the narrative this morning? I don't think so. I hope to think that investors aren't that thick that they'd actually think Elon's planning to quit, to be quite honest. Dark Twitter theme. Sorry, I don't have the dark on, do I? I'll try to get that back here. But at the end of the day, like it's crazy that they ran with this. Yes, did I think that the algos were gonna have a fun time with this? Yeah, 100%. These algos that trade in the markets, these algos love these sort of headlines that come out. Actually, yesterday I even saw one. You just pull this up here. Yesterday I saw one. I think it was on FX Hedge, who also posts a lot of Bloomberg headlines. Try to find it. They ran with this, like it was just obvious what everyone was trying to do. They deleted it. You know what? I think they deleted it. It was Tesla's Elon Musk looking to quit his job or something like that. It was just nuts. It was just dumb. Did you see the Cybertruck leaked photos and videos? Yes, I did. Let's pull those up, shall we? Those were interesting. 1009 sitting on $1,009 sitting on Tesla stock here. The leaked Cybertruck video. So if you don't know, some Cybertruck photography and videography has come out of Fremont. And Sawyer posted about it. Sawyer Mayer on Twitter. Go check him out. And let's just try to find it here. So breaking, new Tesla Cybertruck design spotted at Fremont test track. If you look at the photos, like these are pretty crazy. Whenever I see the Cybertruck, I'm not sure how you guys feel about it, but whenever I see the Cybertruck, like real life photos, it just doesn't feel real. And I think Elon potentially feels the same there. There's some other photos here coming in. That bed is huge too. Elon said CGI in real life. Someone replied to that saying, these side mirrors have to go. They're comically, and also the comically large windshield wiper. Is there a final design on that? Elon replied saying, manufacturers have to ship cars with side mirrors by law, but owners are allowed to modify their cars. The wiper is what troubles me most. No easy solution. Deployable wiper that stows in the front trunk would be ideal, but complex. So it sounds like there's no like real consensus as of right now sitting on how the Cybertruck is going to, judging by that last sentence, the wiper is what troubles me most. No easy solution. Deployable wiper that stows in the front trunk would be ideal, but complex. Judging by that reaction, let me know in the comments what you guys think. It doesn't sound like Cybertruck deliveries are imminent, despite what some people on Twitter are trying to imply by this. It sounds like if Cybertruck deliveries were imminent, even in smaller batches to influencers, let's say, I think that problem would have been pretty much solved at this point. You tagged me in a video, says Alex. Did you? Okay. I'll try to find it later. All good. 1011 sitting on Tesla stock here. We're seeing a little bit of a bounce back. Again, I'm going to put up the intraday chart. A little bit of a bounce backs here. And yes, we're gonna do our daily live stream guessing of where Tesla will close at, but not now. Don't throw in your guesses now. Throw in your guess. I'll say when, but it'll be quarter to close. So not right now. Apple being pumped into close. What is Apple? Let's look at the markets right now. The markets are just, holy crap. Wow, Apple, you're right. Apple's up 2% again on the day. Apple just doesn't stop. When Apple starts, it just doesn't stop. Apple's up at $178. They're 800 million or $800 billion away. $800 million away from a 3 trillion market cap. Just nuts. The strength in Apple is just nuts. Square is down 4%, 3.5% of the day. The Nasdaq's up 60 basis points. Facebook's down 60 basis points. Netflix down 50 basis points. Nvidia is down 1.67%. growth is getting hammered. Palantir down, Roku down 3.3%, although Roku just skyrocketed from where it was at before. Tesla still somehow clinging to the green. If I pull up my EV watch list here, you'll see Ford's up 7.7%. Ford is up $21. How? Anyone know why Ford is up 7%? GM's up close to 5%. Lucid's up a little bit, 2.6%. Tesla's up 75 basis points. Not entirely sure what's happening here. They don't do influencer cars. Yeah, unfortunately they don't. I just like to see some 4680s. Like, it's obvious they could produce some. I mean, we're seeing real life Cybertrucks out there. I get it. You know, you can't go into mass production and all this sort of stuff, but getting a few vehicles out there, I think, wasn't there, Elon tweeted that there might do like a Cybertruck road trip closer to it coming into action. Boyle Down wants a shout out for his tweet. Let me check this out. Boyle Down, I read it. I found it pretty funny. Boyle says it should not be x.com, but you need to rename it to Mars and Cars. The rhyme is too easy not to use. That's a good one. I did like that one when I was reading it this morning. It's a good one there. Okay. So 10-11 sitting on Tesla stock. I've got my live options order flow pulled up here. If anything massive comes through, I will be alerted. Let me just change things to, let me filter things on Tradie Ticks to greater than $1 million, out of the money, and let's do short expiration. So we got some next week puts bought, $2.02 million worth of puts bought at the money. So this is barely out the money. So really nothing massively. I'll change it to this, and I will keep an eye on this as we move forward here into the trading day. Why is Ford on any watch list? Well, if you got, you got to look at the general industry to kind of see what's happening. That's how we can judge relative strength or weakness. Let's see here. Jim Cramer has been pumping Ford and GM heavy last couple of days, says Ethan. Is that right? Okay, interesting. Jim Cramer does love Ford. I think he said in one of my reaction videos I posted, it was Jim Cramer talking about how if Ford essentially spun off into a new company, just did autos or just did EVs for their auto business, they would be worth more than what they are now. Ken says, I thought Elon already had a fix for the wipers already. I don't think he had. I think there was some rumors about the laser wipers. If anyone knows about the laser wipers, there's a little bit of that. Ibrahim's saying, Yashu's saying Tesla's only a car company. No, I'm not saying that, but I think having Tesla in the EV watch list, the car watch list, is probably the only way to judge relative strength right now, because pretty much all of Wall Street only considers Tesla at the moment an auto company. It trades much like a lot of Chinese autos will. So whether we like it or not, it's in that bucket. It's in that group of trades that institutional portfolio managers will trade in. We'll compare to Rivian, Nikola, not Nikola. I find it funny. Where's Nikola? I have it on my watch list. Nikola's sub $10 now. Sub $10. It's pretty much approaching its all-time low of 902. So it looks like good riddance on Nikola. This is the weekly chart on Tesla, by the way. Probably no way we're gonna reclaim our 9-week average at 1,040 to close this trading day today in the next 45 minutes. But level to watch nonetheless. Remember, we still have that gap that some are saying that we might need to fill at 944. Yeah, Dave, I need to get those. I've been teasing this for a while, and my lazy ass hasn't gotten it together, but I'm trying to get those buttons together where I can just do like little sound effects on the go for the stream. I think that would be fun. Yeah. Digital says Yashu is short on vitamin C. Needs some citrus to get his mojo back. You're right, Digital. I don't know how you knew that, but you're 100% right. I am short on vitamin C today. 2 minutes before I was about to go live, I remembered, crap, I need the juju. I went into the living room and the only thing we had were persimmons. Persimmons. And listen, I like persimmons. Persimmons are a good fruit. If you haven't had persimmons before, you really should go try some persimmons. Let me know in the chat if you guys are fans of persimmons. But they don't qualify as citrus, at least to my knowledge. And so if you want to blame some of the weakness on me today with the lack of juju, that's totally warranted, to be honest. Get your C. I could pop a vitamin C tab. Okay, I could pop a vitamin C tab, but I don't think it has the same effect. Chan says it's good fruit, not a citrus. Honestly, it's true. Tesla economics. Where's the juju at? I want it all around you. I should get some poster boards of just oranges everywhere. You know what? I could. My sweater's in the wash. My hit that bid orange juju sweater's in the wash. Otherwise, I get it. Hey, but I'm counting on you guys watching and girls watching. Go get your citrus. Let's rally into close here. I'd like to see a close above 1015. I mean, that'd be pretty sweet. The volume weighted average price on the day is sitting below us, sitting at 1,002. So would rather not see that. Yeah, that'd be pretty funny. I appreciate that, Ken. Thank you for the kind words. Melatonin and vitamin C put me to sleep, says STC. Vitamin C for sleep? Okay, folks, we're rallying. Okay, whoever's out there in comment, reveal yourselves, because obviously you guys are eating some juju. We are rallying here a little bit, mind you. $1,012 for all my audio listeners sitting out there. Blood orange for the win. Ooh, I do like a good blood orange. Caleb says, can you talk about the gap filling sum? That 910 to 950 gap, Dave Lee feels it won't close. If it doesn't close before quarter four finishes, do you think it will? I think it's all about timing of Austin and Berlin. I think that's kind of what we're waiting on. I know Dave on the channel actually said as much during the live stream that we had with him and Emmett. And he said he thinks it's a runaway gap. I think it's hard for us to say right now, but if we close below 1,000, right? Remember, closings are important, especially weekly closings on stocks. I get it. It's short-term price movement for sure. It doesn't dictate long-term action. But in the short term, if the bulls can't take and win over Tesla above 1,000 this week to close the week, it's not a strong sign moving into next week. That's why I'm looking at a pretty big next 40 minutes here, one way or another, for us to get some indication on who's going to win here. It's kind of like an arm wrestling match. There we go. Hedgie saying he's eating some. I'm squeezing some lime juice into my veins. There you go, Jeff. There we go. Edward says grapefruits are the devil's citrus. It took me a while, but I've gotten into grapefruits now. The key with grapefruits, and anyone that's a good grapefruit connoisseur, I wouldn't classify myself as one just yet. Maybe with age, I'll get there. But any grapefruit connoisseur knows you got to get out all of the white little bits on the grapefruit before you even try to eat some. That's why I will suggest to you humbly, ditch the grapefruit, grab a pomelo. Pomelos are way better than grapefruits. Bar none. Hands down. Grab a pomelo. Lemon is citrus. Possibly some salad dressing should do. There you go, Cora. I feel Ford is going to go up 7% today because the EV tax bill will happen next week. What do you think? Is the EV tax bill, or is having some news on it? Is there some news I missed on the EV tax bill? I'm not sure if I did, but isn't the going consensus on the EV tax bill that it's looking like more and more it's going to be after the new year because they're just dragging their feet on it? Let me know in the comments if someone has more of an updated plan on that. I think GM said that they're going to invest $3 billion into EV stuff, so potentially that's something to do with it. Thank you, Jason. Appreciate that, my friend. Every manly man gets a grapefruit spoon. Skip the white, get your zebra. A grapefruit spoon. What is that? Every now and then I get suggested some things, and oh, okay. Those are called grapefruit spoons. I didn't know that, folks. You learn something every day. Thanks, my friend. Thanks, Digital. Appreciate that. I'm pretty sure I have some of these spoons in the house. I did. Oh, wait, hold on. No, I don't. Interesting. I feel like a Dumbo not knowing about this, but good suggestion. There we go. Interesting. Man, I'm so uneducated, hey? I'm eating clementines by the fistful. Hedgie, keep going, Hedgie. 10-12 sitting on Tesla stock. And if you look at option premium for next week for a hot second, next week's option premium is not loading. Hold on one second. There we go. Next week's option premium, our 1100 strikes are selling for $5.25. Those are giving us about a 10 delta. And if we go down about the same, it's a little bit slow today. Hey, Weeble, come on, Weeble, get your stuff together. Hold up. There we go. Oh, I want to find 10 delta on the put side as well. Come on. Oh, there we go. Okay. 10 delta on the put side is about the 940 strike, and those are selling for $8.40. I think one options chain to watch for price movement up or down is this January 7th option chain. And that's interesting. That's an interesting one to look at because delivery numbers are baked into this options chain. Don't know why this is so damn slow today. So if you go up to the 1100 strike on the January 7th option chain, I have to pull up a different trading platform here if it's going to be so slow. I just updated this thing. I don't know why it's so slow. Let me pull up on my Intractor Brokers. The 1100 strike for January the 7th on Tesla is... Oh, whoops. Around there. $34. $34 is what the 1100 strike is selling for January the 7th. That buys you about 33 deltas. If I go 33 deltas out the money on the put side, that's about 33 deltas on the put side. That's about the 960 strike. And those are selling for $50. So we're still seeing a skewing of put side premium for deliveries. Something to watch for as we move into next week. Thank you, Chan. Appreciate that, my friend. Luke says Floridian here. There are very broad varieties of all citruses. I would say citri in that sentence. You know, potato. Marmalade is made from sour oranges, which are really just bad oranges from really bad orange trees. Hey, listen. Hey, 1014, we're rallying on this Juju news. As someone that lives in Canada, I'm just jealous that you can even grow citri in your state. Jealous. Thanks for the grapefruit tips, folks. Appreciate it. You learn something new every day, right? There we go. In the Money says, Weeble has been slow for me for some time. Influx of new customers on YouTube. They need to upgrade their backend. This is the first time on the live stream I have some issues, but it could be because my internet sucks as well. But good to hear I'm not the only one. 1016. Okay, some rallying here, folks. So thanks for eating your citruses. Chan, welcome to the retailer. Welcome to YouTube membership, my friend. Thank you. Thank you for joining. If you want to get Discord access, you might have to join on any $5 and up level. No pressure. I'm not calling anyone out. But if anyone wants to get access into our Discord, Patreon group, by the way, thanks to all my patrons and YouTube channel members, whatever level. But if you want to get access into our Juju Gang private community on Discord, which is essentially a chat zone where we talk about everything Tesla and everything stock market related. If you join Patreon or YouTube membership as a $5 or more level per month, you'll get access to that. No pressure. But it's a group of 200 or 300 of us that talk Tesla all day, every day. So Jeff says, let's go orange, spray orange juice in my face. I should have that as a... No, I'm not going to go there. Giga Texas and Berlin are about to open. This price is unreal. That's the hope. That's the hope, Rodfather. This Berlin news that has been coming out is it feels disheartening to a degree. I get it, long-term approach, but it's like, you know, Berlin was supposed to open. Wasn't it not May or June was the original opening date for Berlin? Like, it's been a long time coming. I get that, but yeah, they're just dragging their feet right until the very end. Blake, how's it going? Pika says you can gamble each Friday on these options around the numbers. Oh, I did on stream yesterday. By the way, if you're wondering how my options lotto went this morning, I thought I was going to be profitable because we were green. I was like, oh, are we going to run up? I sold at about $1.50, spotted about $2.40 or 50 cents or something like that. Forget what I bought it at. So slight loss. Obviously, those are going to expire worthless. Those were 1050 strikes. So $1,017 sitting on Tesla. Good to see some rally into close here. If we look at the options order flow coming in, TradeTix is saying that the stock price has now surpassed what the options algo flow should be. So bear that in mind as we continue to rally here, $1,018 on Tesla. But options order flow does not necessarily back this move. So something to keep in mind if you are trading, let's say shorter term. And that's on the 1 minute, I believe, on the 1 minute. On the 30-minute algo score, just take a look. On the 30-minute algo score, stock price is sitting above where the algo score is. So keep that in mind if you are trading. $1,018 sitting on Tesla here. Just pull this to the side a little bit. You know what's interesting? If you look at call versus put premium, right? On December the 2nd, we were massive in terms of call and put volume. Since this week, or pretty much this entire week, premiums have been like pretty low, right? Premiums have been pretty low, like relatively speaking, where premiums were before. And obviously, same goes sort of with call and put open interest with some degree of a lag, I bet. So historical premiums have gone down. So in terms of money coming into the market, into options for Tesla, it's just gone down dramatically. So keep that in mind. $1,017 sitting on Tesla, thereabouts. Looks like we're rallying up here. High of day is $1,020.98. Kendall, happy to be here. Happy you are here. Thanks for joining us. Juju all over my body. There you go, Blake. Colton, my mom bought one share Tesla at $9.89 this morning. This morning. Good juju. There we go. Nice. Congrats to your mom. Apple about to hit 3 trillion. I know, it's just nuts. I mean, good for Apple. Oh, wow. Yeah. It looks like we were high there before, but yeah, it's nuts. Good for Apple. Thank you. In the money says hit like. They're almost 700 watching, only 116 likes. Appreciate that. How many likes are we sitting at? Let me just take a look. Not that it matters. It's more of a vanity metric. 125 likes. If we can get this up to, let's say, 500, I'd be stoked. Last live stream, I think we got over 1,000. So there we go. 136. I see it moving up. Thank you, folks, for hitting the like. I know a lot of you guys are just audio listeners, so opening up your phone is probably something you have to do. Abe, wow, thank you. I appreciate that. Good comparison. I'll take it. Thank you. We need it. Lewis says we need a gap down. I'm long, but I haven't been able to add since summer. Here's the thing with gap downs, as we pass 200 likes here. Here's the thing with gap downs. Some days gap downs are actually quite nice because gap down days at some points actually trap a lot of shorts. And let me know in the comments if you guys have felt this as well. Obviously, we watch Tesla stock more often than we should, but on days when Tesla really runs, I'm talking those 5 to 10% up days, you'll notice in the first half an hour to hour of trading, Tesla actually takes a significant nosedive to begin the day. And that's not really a coincidence. I mean, it might be macro related, but a lot of times the mechanics of this might be Tesla gaps slightly down. It traps shorts that pile on at open on some piece of news that is pretty much meaningless, but gets headlines. Shorts come in for the first half an hour of the trading day. They pile on short, only to see macro, let's say, turn around or Tesla headlines to not stick. And then those shorts have to buy back throughout the rest of the day. That's kind of the recipe of a really bullish day on Tesla. So when we gap up, and actually yesterday or the day before, I forget about this, on Discord, I said at around like 6 a.m. in the morning, half an hour before open, I said, macro's looking weak. But if we, in the first hour of trading, probably going to sell off, trap some shorts, and go green for the day. And macro was on our side too, so it worked out. Let's see here. Paulo, thank you for the €5 super chat. Love your channel. Hello from Germany. Might have to become a member soon. I appreciate that, Paulo. Thank you so much. 1,017.46 on Tesla. EV Passion says, what do you think? Will Elon make an announcement when he's done selling the stock? I don't know. I mean, it's anyone's guess. Selfishly, I hope that he does. I'm not convinced that he is done. Sumit says, at least 5 times yesterday you said Elon's not selling today. Who taught you how to read a volume chart? Well, listen, I was wrong. Elon sold 10B51 plan. I'm not sure what you want from me. At the end of the day, volume is volume. Volume was low yesterday, but that looks like, if you look at the macro markets, it wasn't like Tesla was down orders of magnitude more than a lot of growth stocks were down yesterday. So it got mixed in the bunch. I also didn't say Elon is definitely not selling. I said it doesn't look like he is. So, Johnny, how's it going? Pretty good. If Elon retires from Tesla, do you think they'd hire a new techno king? John, I don't want to put out that juju out there that Elon is going to retire from Tesla, but I mean, some people are saying Zach Kirkhorn could step in. Guess we'll see. It doesn't feel like there's a direct number two. Drew Baglino is up there as well. I just don't feel like there's a instant person that you can replace. You can never replace Elon, but it doesn't feel like there's a number two. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. Let's see here. Volume seemed low lately during run-ups, so that's a sign of manipulation. I don't know. Volume is just relatively low. Like, you know, we're not seeing the 25 to 30 to 35 million share trading days like we had. I'm not sure if that's just a December thing, though, at this point. Dave says, looking at Elliott wave, you can see that we're consolidating the fourth wave on the weekly. Should hit 1900 this year on Tesla pretty easily. Well, I hope you're right. We got 3 weeks on that. Look at the long term, even if you plan to do short term trades. Absolutely. SPY is climbing. Yeah, macro is looking better. SPY is up 75 basis points on the day. Victoria says Zach would be the CEO, maybe Robin. Yeah, Robin from SpaceX. I wonder who's going to be. Obviously, last earnings call, Zach was kind of put on the pedestal, right, as that person leading that earnings call. And I think he did great for Wall Street. Zach was clear; they had answers pretty much for everything. Weren't a lot of sidetracking going on. Next earnings call, which is going to happen in about a month's time, maybe a month and a little bit. It looks like Elon probably at some point is going to come on and talk about the product roadmap. And I'm interested to hear if Elon will be continually coming back for earnings call, if this is just a one-off that he's back. Perhaps it was a one-off that he was gone, you know? David says, I can't see the price. Can you adjust your screen? Oh, David, sorry. Thank you. 1,016. Sorry, I moved everything, so kind of screwed with it. 1 second here. There we go. My apologies. VIX is also falling too. Let me just take a look. Yeah, VIX is is about $19 now, which is good. So Benjamin's like, yeah, did he say 19 this year? Hey, 1900 this year, 3 weeks. You know, here's the thing. It did look like for a while, like when we were sitting at close to $1,300, like, okay, well, you know, 1,500 is not that far away. We got some work to do if we're going to get there. Lewis says, Tesla needs a new young woman CEO. Definitely. I mean, I'm all for it. Why not? Michael says, sorry, I'm late. My bad. Michael, thank you. We're rising on this news. 1,017 folks sitting on Tesla. Let me just pull up CNBC if they have anything good here. Doesn't look like they're talking about anything massive right now. Dave says, sorry, no, within 12 months. Let's see here. Inflation surges 6.8% in November, marks highest reading since 1982. Oh, folks. Yeah, GM's up. GM's up big. World is our barnacle. Good name. Says, what about Carpathia CEO? I don't think Carpathia is an overly outward facing person as much as a CEO might be. And also, he's more focused on the FSD side of the business. No, like as a CEO of Tesla, you'd have to be focused on so many different aspects of the company. I think he's just hyper focused on autopilot, on full self driving. All right, so $1,017.27 sitting on Tesla here. We're about $2 or $3 here from high of day. The options order flow is looking, about average, to be honest, nothing massive. Let me just refresh here to take a look. Let's see here. So nothing massive coming up in terms of the options order flow. But macro is helping. SPY is pumping here. The NASDAQ, the Qs are pumping. VIX is on its way down. These are all good signs for potentially a really strong close into Tesla. Oh, whoops. Let's see here. Yeah, right. Silent. I appreciate the vote of confidence. No, people should be hired based on merit, not immutable characteristics. I'm all for if there's equal candidacies of if yes, meritocracy should be real. But if they're equal, why not? I also think Elon thinks that way as well, though. Eating an orange for 1,200 next week. There you go, Victoria. 1,017, approaching a high of day potentially here. It looks like. Keep eating the jujus. Cora says, I think Elon will remain CEO for at least another 5 years. I definitely 5 years. You know, if you had to ask me and you had to put some money on this, I would. I don't know what the odds I'd put on that, but I think 5 years is a little bit longer than I think. I think another year or two. The question is how much focus. Like Elon's getting older, everyone's getting older. As Elon ages and gets older, I'm sure a lot of his mind is going to drift towards making human civilization multiplanetary more than Tesla. I think at a certain point, he'll be like, I have to fully kind of go into this full time because if it's going to happen during my lifetime, I need to get on it. So potentially there's a degree of that. Mary led. Yes, Mary did lead. What about Mary? Digital says Tesla is just cash for SpaceX and Mars now. Tesla is going to be a cash cow. It already is, but it's going to be, especially with Berlin and Austin, it's going to be huge. Thanks, Mary. Let's see here. No, nothing on CNBC. I'll pull up Twitter here. Let's take a look. Mark, thanks for the $20 super chat, my friend. Juju, thanks for the live streams. Thank you for watching and thanks for the super chat. Appreciate it. Oh, you tagged me in the video. Okay, Alex, I see it. Mute the music though. I appreciate that, Alex. Thank you. Let me just pull this up. So here's the Cybertruck video. Thanks for the heads up as well on the music. That would have been bad. Here's the Cybertruck video. Look at that. Doesn't look real, man. Just saying something, right? I'm really excited to see the $25,000 model idea because we know it's going to be something crazy like this as well. I want to skip, but if I skip, I think it's going to turn on the music. Look at that go. Wow. Hey, does anyone know about the solar panel situation on the Cybertruck? Obviously, those are expensive. And they might just go to charge, let's say, the 12 volt or some 12 volt battery or something. But does anyone know about the situation on how in depth they want to go with the solar panels on certain trim levels on the Cybertruck? That's actually it's a frequent question that I get that I don't understand why I get. But when you're drive the Tesla around, people ask like, hey, is there a solar panel on this car, or is that a solar panel? Like people think there's solar panels on Teslas already. Yeah. That wiper scares me. Yeah, that wiper is funny, right? Hey, there's another Yash in the chat. Yash, welcome. Juju Gang, he says. There we go. Starlink is not pushing back most of Americans' units until mid-2022, says Chris. Herbert DCO in 2 years. All right, folks, we're popping a little bit here. 1,018 sitting on Tesla, looking like it wants to reach for high of day. Herbert D's for CEO in Tesla in 2 years, says Peter, once Tesla's future solid. I'm not sure if I'm sold on having Herbert Dees, who is kind of used to the old legacy auto play. I mean, albeit he's more one of the most forward-thinking legacy auto CEOs. I'm just not sold. Maybe having Giga Berlin under his wing. I don't know. I haven't done my DD potentially on him, but I guess it is a vote of confidence that Elon quite literally wanted him to be CEO several years ago. So, here we go, folks. Eat the Juju. Gonzalez in town. Power hour 20 minutes. Let's do this. Juju. All right, let's go. 10:20. Let's break high of day. Victoria says, I love my Starlink. Dies would be great for Berlin, Germany buy-in. Yeah, maybe. I just, Tesla CEO, though, I don't know. I feel like you have to learn a lot of things. You have to be in a lot of multifaceted to be CEO of Tesla. But yeah, maybe you bring up a good point about Berlin. Hire within Tesla, Jason says, someone who has Elon's work ethic. It's a good point. I think internally hire, like that's what they did with Zach. Wasn't he an intern at some point and then moved up his way to CFO? Like he's living the American dream, right? And correct me if I'm wrong. I think he was an intern at Tesla and now is a CFO in a matter of several years here. Abel, how's it going? D says too old, man. Yeah, maybe. Dave says U.S. House of Representatives Dan Crenshaw has made 3 purchases of Tesla shares in the month of November. Defends Tesla's move to Texas. Interesting. Well, you always follow DC, right? What's your opinion, Chris says, on the U.S. government writing laws to many U.S. car makers, but not Tesla? It's already happening. We're already seeing how much headwinds Tesla has to face. I think that's just part of the equation in any model they have to put in. That's why FSD, for me, I've saying this for a long time. Like I'm happy with FSD progress, but red tape and bureaucracy is going to be huge to get it passed. Especially with a company like Tesla, we know how they are. Boyle says, "What's the status of your yellow call from yesterday?" Boyle, I talked about this 10 or 15 minutes ago. I sold at a slight loss this morning. Just got out. Didn't look so strong. Thank God I did too, because those are worthless at this point. Oh, sorry, he's not CFO. He's the master of coin. What am I saying? Sorry. Sorry. Are we going to play Guess the Close? Benjamin, yes. Thanks for reminding me, actually. I was probably going to forget if it wasn't for you. Sanju, how's it going? Let's do it in 2 minutes. In 2 minutes, I will ask for your closing price guesses. Not right now, just because I want to have enough of a chat history. Because one problem I have was when people guess in the chat, so many guesses come in, they actually get the really old ones get archived. So I don't want that to happen. So yes, in a couple minutes, predict it in your head from now. Don't guess right now. And in a couple minutes here, we'll find out, or I'll ask for submissions. You know what I should do? I don't know what you guys' thoughts are on this. I'm trying to figure out a way. I'm not sure if it's possible. We already have chats coming in live, right? What if there's a way, Dave Ramsey style, sports radio talk style, that we could have callers call in into the show for Power Hour for little segments? I'd have to be pretty ruthless with cutting people off, though. It'd have to be like a sports talk radio style, or make your point and get out, because there'd be a lot of people. But I think that could be fun. Having people call in. I'm not sure how the logistics of that could work with my streaming software and whatnot, but let me know what you guys think about that as an idea. Like maybe we could do segments like, I don't know. I'm not going to say something right now, but we could have segments where you could have listeners call in. And so it's not just me talking the whole time. I think that'd be fun. You guys like the idea? Blake, Pim, Boyle likes it. Yes. Maybe I could do it with Discord or something. Yeah, I'd have to figure something out, just like Jim Cramer does. Gentry, you know my life motto, man. I just want to be Jim Cramer. You guys like the idea? Sweet. There is, yeah. I might need to have some sort of a lag in case someone calls him and goes haywire. Here's the problem, though. I don't have a producer, so if I don't have a producer, I don't have really anyone that can vet these people. You guys calling in. So it might go haywire, though, right? It might go haywire. 1,018 sitting on Tesla, but I think it'd be fun. See, that's the problem. Rob says he wants to call in so he can ask, where do babies come from? This is the problem, right? Hey, at the worst case, I think it'd be pretty entertaining. I just have to be pretty ruthless with being able to cut people off. Chris says, I won't lie, I call in and troll you. Hey, someone flag Chris right now. Dan says Clubhouse and live stream. Yeah, Clubhouse could work too. I think Discord on with our voice calls. Like I think if I even right now on our Juju Gang Discord, if someone went to a voice channel, I could probably already stream it live. Well, that's a good idea. Jason says you could pre-record short chats and play back the good parts. That's a good idea. We can have like voice memos. Maybe I should sign up for a voice memo software where people can leave their voice memo on a question and I can play it during live. That's a great idea. Silent says Patrons only. They have something to lose. That's a good point, Silent. Silent. Yeah. All right. Leave your closing price guesses. Leave your closing price guesses in the chat. That's a good idea. Maybe I could do it only for Discord would be better. Maybe I could only do it for patrons. That'd be a good way to rally some Patreon memberships too. But I think voice memos for the general public might be a good idea. Yeah, Noob says not sure about quality control. Sanju says, can we get Tom Nash as a guest for Power Hour? Yeah. I think having Tom on would be fun. I'm not sure what his schedule is like. I don't think he does very many live streams. Actually, no, he does a podcast where I think he goes live maybe during this hour. I can shoot him a message. I think he'd be fun to have on. All right. Thanks for leaving your closing price guesses. One guess, Price is Right rules. Right at 1 o'clock, we'll deem a winner. Remember, if you're over by even a penny, you will be disqualified. If you are under, it's the closest person. It's the person that gets it on the dot, on the cent, or is closest under. In the money. Hand on the button, yeah, honestly. Tom likes to swear, says Renee. Yeah. I mean, I'm sure I could tell. I, for the most part, I don't really filter out too many people. I just don't like to swear personally. We want ramblings of a madman. Yeah, Tom is fun. Tom is fun. I could shoot him a message. No, Rob Mount. Yeah, I tried getting Rob on, or I left Rob a message on Twitter, but I did not. I don't think he wants to come on, to be honest. Just my guess by his non-reply. 1,017 sitting on Tesla stock. Victoria says, nice to see VIX dropping more. Yes, VIX is finally under 19. This is good. Good catch. Thanks, Victoria. 1,016 sitting on Tesla stock. Thanks for your guesses. Cutting off the guesses in a couple minutes here. So leave your guesses here. Cutting it off by the 12:50 mark for sure. So no guesses after that. And remember, one guess only. If you guess multiple times, your second guess is the only one that counts. What's VIX? VIX is, again, it's the volatility index. Put it up into your ticker. The higher it goes, the worse off it is for bulls, essentially. It's the fear index. Let's see here. Okay, some good guesses here. 1,017, I like it. 1,020, 22, David. I like that guess. Any crazy guesses here? Hopefully not. So, Ryan, you guessed 1,112. I hope you're right, man. But probably disqualify you right there. I mean, at that point. Imagine if you're right, though. Who knows? Ronnie says, should I buy a Porsche or a Tesla? Ronnie. I mean, we're biased here, but depends. If you want all the tech that goes with the car and you want a new age car, I think the answer is obvious. I think you're asking at the probably the wrong channel for a unbiased answer. You know what's funny is like a lot of people say, I don't see it personally that much, but a lot of people say like the Model 3 front looks like the Porsche, like a Porsche to a degree. And I guess you could probably say it's somewhat accurate, but thanks for hitting subscribe as well, by the way. I think I said this yesterday. Thanks for 17,000 subscribers. Super honored and humbled by your guys' support on the channel. I didn't post a reaction video yesterday because I'm going to post it tomorrow morning. Okay? I'm going to be doing Saturday weekend content on the channel more consistently. That's my promise to you folk on the channel. I know I do content consistently during the week. During the weekend, I'll be doing more consistent content as well. So here's the thing, right? And we talk about Porsche versus Tesla. Go test drive a Tesla. It changed everything for me. It did, quite honestly. If you haven't test driven a Tesla and yet you're a Tesla bull, great, but try the product. I'm telling you, go test drive a Tesla. Actually, it's probably pretty hard to go test drive a Tesla at this point. I think there's a lack of people, a lack of test cars out there or times. But go test drive a car. Go just good for, for better or for worse. Who knows? Maybe you hate it. I don't know. Who cares? But go test drive one. I'm telling you. No, you can. Okay. Thanks, Andy. Yeah. Marco, hey, just tuned in. My guess is 1,021. Marco, you barely made that little, you barely made it to that cutoff time, my friend. But I'll let it go. Thanks for all your efforts modding, Marco. Appreciate you as always. Marco's awesome. If you are in our Discord, you'll also catch Marco and Sanju and some of the other mods you see on here into our Discord, Juju Gang channel. Huge shout out to you guys for keeping everything orderly in there. Rent a Tesla on a Turo? Yeah, I mean, I guess. Or if you have a Tesla friend, or you know what? If you go to your local Tesla car group, like there's a Vancouver's club, I think, and there's different cities have different Tesla clubs and memberships. Just go hit one up, hit person up, be like, hey, I can't get a test drive, or I can, but I'm looking for more of an in-depth, would you mind giving me a tour? And I'm sure someone in that group would be happy to go take you for a drive out. That's my guess. Hey, Photo Booth says free Tesla rides for anyone in Toronto. There we go. Yeah, chances the majority of Tesla owners would give you a test drive for sure. Michael says anyone near Seattle. I love it. See, this is why the Juju Gang is so awesome. You guys are just so nice. Like, who else would just offer random strangers free rides in the chat like that? Talks with Andy. Yashu, any thoughts on Monday, bullish or bearish? Let's see how the close goes. If we're close anywhere near we are right now, we'd be putting in a pretty decent bottoming signal candle on the daily. Zooming in here. I mean, it's, if we could finish at high of day, different story altogether. Flows are mixed for next week. Flows are just subdued. Macro wise, who knows? I think Jay Powell is talking next week again, right? It does feel like a bottoming candle here. It's nice to see these wicks being eaten up on the downside. But I mean, who knows? Maybe there's an exogenous effect that none of us know about. Yeah, upside isn't necessarily there though. It's not like I think we're going to see 1,200 within a day or two. Upside supply is sitting at 9 moving average at 1,055, and then our 21 moving average at 1,080. So, keeping those in mind, doesn't seem like massive upside, but if we can hold into here until, hey, maybe we get Austin and Berlin news, positive, hopefully, in the next couple of days over the weekend. Who knows? Anything's possible. So, but I'm generally like stable here, kind of. You know what I mean? Ronnie says, anyone want to test drive? Free test drives in Los Angeles. Look at that. Awesome community. Look at you guys. Let's see here. Digital says, I'm happy with the nothing burger until new numbers. Digital, you're reading my mind. It's a nothing burger. There we go. Let's see here. Avon says, hey, Dad. Avon, where have you been? I've let 2 people test my Model Y, Gentry says. Gentry, you must be loving that Model Y. Hey, if we ever do the Juju Gang trip, I might need to catch a ride with you going down the I-5 or something. Lewis says, "Yeah, 1,200. Come on, no way. No, I said we're not gonna be going to 1,200 within a day or two because we have upside supply at 1050 and 1080." Blake says, "RIP 12.9." Yeah, there we go. Anything is possible. There we go. Worldstar Bonico says, I rented a Model 3 for 2 days over Thanksgiving, gave so many people rides, let several people test drive as well, even a 15-year-old who's never driven before with no driver's license. Crazy Uncle Sal. Well, World, you probably shouldn't have disclosed that publicly. Let's just say it was on private land, okay? You weren't in anywhere in public. Okay, let's just leave it at that. When is Austin online? No one knows at the moment when Austin is coming online. Anyone's guess is better than mine, to be honest. Best Trader Yashu News, a Congress member. Yes, Best Trader. We talked about that a couple seconds or 10 or 15 minutes ago at this point. It was Dan, right? Yeah. So good to see that. Good to see that. Vasil says, what's your thoughts on Palantir stock? Oh, man. Palantir. You guys know I had Palantir. I sold out of Palantir. Thank God I did in the 20s. I don't even know what it's at now. Palantir, I guess you could say, and the long-term business model behooves me for sure. It's just such a high float stock. Like the amount of shares outstanding is massive. Insider trading going on always brings bad headlines. I guess you could argue like Tom loves it as a long-term hold. That's kind of the reason why I bought a little bit is because of Tom's conviction. It's not a, I guess you could probably sell the reps and make a lot of money off Palantir, but I just pulled out of it for now. I actually sold out of Polestar as well. I think I said that last week when I did. It was, we had a couple hot days, came down to like 13 or 14 or something. I forget what I sold it at. I might look to enter again on Polestar. I just feel like there's not enough hype around Polestar coming out next year. So I guess we'll see. Apple making an up move. Is Austin really 3 times size of the of Berlin? I don't know if it's 3 times, but someone had a map of Austin and Berlin on Twitter, and the sheer size of it is massive. I'm not sure if I can find it here. All right, we got a couple minutes left here until close. Got a couple of minutes left here into close. And let's see here. I don't have a photo handy with me. I saw it though. It was like someone put them into like size relative to one another. Yeah, I don't have it here. I'll find it later. 1,017 and 23 cents for Tesla for all my audio listeners out there. Okay, In the Money says factory wise, yes. Okay, thank you, In the Money. Trust your judgment there. Christopher says, great show. Thank you, Christopher. Appreciate you watching. I hope I win the chicken dinner. Yeah, there's Juju on the line. Virtual Juju on the line for the winner today. Alex says, I just got some Polestar. They do look good in the next little while. You bought a car? Or no, you're probably talking about some stock. Yeah, I mean, I had some. What is it at now? Pull this up. GGPI is sitting at 1155. Pretty close to NAV, net asset value on that SPAC. So it might be a longer term play. I think, Ross Gerber, for example, really loves GGPI. I think the news around GGPI, like we had a little bit of a burst. Wish I sold some more higher up. Didn't have a lot, but I might buy some more later. Who knows? Let's see here. Yeah, green candles to close for sure. 1,018. You know what? We're closing pretty close to high, folks. Oh, hold on. I gotta make sure I don't have anything expiring here. Hold on. Whoops. I got a couple minutes here till close. All right, Yash is safe. We got no weekly lottos that he degenerately put on. Talking in third person. Hold on, let me just check I opened a Quest trade up, by the way, as a Canadian. I thought it was in my duty to do so. I opened up a Quest trade account. Actually, mostly to transfer over my RRSP into here. One of my CIBC crap RRSPs. Just nuts. I had a daily interest savings RRSP for like 3 years. I just kind of left it because 1 year I just made an account with CIBC for mortgage purposes. I was like, yeah, I'll just put in some tax deferred RRSP in there. Nothing happened with that account. Nothing. In the market, you know what's happened to the market in the last 3 years. Just forgot about it. Okay. Hold on. Let me just make sure balances. You guys ever have that scare right at close? Okay, January 7th. I bought a January 7th out the money. I guess we'll find out. 1,017, 1,016.89. Got a couple seconds here till close. 10 seconds left. Let's see here. All right. There we go. There we go. There's the closing bell, folks. 1,016 and 69. Sam says, do you think Elon sold today? Perhaps. Jesper, you're pretty close. 1,016 and 55 is what Jesper said in the chat. Try to find this here. Oh, no, sorry. The settled price is 1,017.03. Someone verify that for me. Yeah, 610. Someone verify if 1,017.03 is actually the settled price, because I think it might be. Hold up. Let me just try to pull up my... let's find out who the winner is of this virtual Juju contest. Let's see here. Can I even control F in here? Hold on. Folks, how do I control F? Vasil was pretty close, 2016. Let's see here. Who got 1017? Anyone got 1017? Ken Wickland, pretty close, 1016.90. That's pretty close, I'd say. 13 cents off. Jeff was a little bit over. You see here. Hey, Faisal, you guessed 1017 and 01. I'm pretty sure you're going to win this one, my friend. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Faisal won. 2 cents off. 1017.01 was his guess. 1017.03 is what we closed at. There we go. Faisal, yes, you've won. Nice work. You guys, some of you guys came close though. Yeah. Thank you, Henry. Okay, so 1017.03. For a second, it said 69. There we go. Nice work. There we go. Faisal, notable Juju Gang member, as evidenced by his Juju next to his name. Appreciate that. Nice work. I'll be sending some virtual good Juju your way. There we go. Blinkster says, thanks for a fun Friday, Yash. I appreciate you guys tuning in for sure. It was, not a hot week. I mean, here, I'll put up the weekly candle. Kind of the dramatic week, both up and down. I mean, on the week, we're putting in this kind of indecisive candle with wicks both on the up and down side. Kind of like a dreidel. And yeah, I mean, I guess who's to say what happens next week? We may get Austin news, Berlin news. Elon may tweet something again. Who knows? Okay, promising stuff. We're holding 1,000, and we're holding 1,000 quite strong, finishing at 1,017. During the day, I said this on Discord. I said, as long as we close above 1,000, I'll be content in this weaker day. And we did that with strength today, 1,017. Good to see Tesla reclaim some of that. Again, Berlin and Austin are kind of what's dictating the next step up, in my opinion, as to what's going to happen. So who knows when that happens? Maybe Elon comes out and says, hey, I've sold all my shares that I need to sell for this year. That wouldn't make necessarily much sense because, next year is only 3 weeks away. So why would he even announce that? But if he says something to that effect, can you imagine the stock price update that we might get? Who knows? In the Money says, expect a truckload of citruses dumped in your driveway. I can't wait, although I don't have a driveway. So maybe send it up the elevator. Victoria says, fun as always, new watcher this week. Awesome, Victoria. Thanks for joining the Juju Gang. Remember, you don't have to join any Patreon, although I respect and appreciate all my Patreon members and the YouTube channel members. You guys don't have to join anything. Just hit subscribe, hit like, join the Juju Gang, bring good vibes. That's what everything's about here on this channel. So I appreciate you guys tuning in. It's, some weeks are roller coaster. Some weeks are fun. Some weeks are, up and down. This week was one of those weeks. Chan, welcome to the Investor Club. Hey, Chan, I'll catch you in Discord. Now that you get Discord access in there, just go into your Discord, connect your YouTube account. I should catch you in there. Thanks, Chan. And yeah, there we go. Or for Faisal. Yes, sorry, not for me. In the Money, I just take everything, don't I? There we go. Sawyer may have an announcement, says Jason. Interesting. Chan, you'll like it in the Discord. A lot of awesome people in there. Let's see here. What's Sawyer's announcement? Is there something that I'm missing here? Hold up. Sawyer says, going live in 50 minutes. I may or may not have some salt to share. You may or may not be disappointed. Oh wait, it's good news. That wasn't very clear by the tweet. Okay, so there you go. Sawyer's going to be going live and sharing some news. We should get him on this channel so he can break it here. Well, no, I think he has his own YouTube channel now. So go check that out. Thank you, Victoria, for subscribing to the YouTube membership. Thank you. Sawyer joining the Tesla PR team. Yeah, it does feel like it, right? Yeah, I'm not going to get into this whole PR debate at the moment, but you guys know what side I'm on the PR versus non-PR side of the whole debate. But yes. Let's see. Michael says, we've survived the week and ended over 1,000. I'm glad to have this week in the rearview mirror. It does feel like it with the CPI data and all the news. It does feel like it feels like it's good to come out from the side of it. So, all right. Hey, Shakar, thank you for joining the Investor Club. Catch you on Discord. So Investor Club and Whale Club on YouTube membership get you into the Discord. Retailers do get your logo or get like a little image beside your name, so you guys are distinguished in the chat. And yeah, I appreciate you guys tuning in and connect yourselves into Discord. I see one of you guys just joined in there. I'm going to welcome you guys. And thanks for all my subscribers, everyone growing the channel. Thanks for a great week. Good vibes this week, regardless. Hopefully next week brings some positivity in the stock price. And hopefully we can reclaim 1100 next week and move forward. All right, guys, much love. Catch you in the next one. Remember, content coming out tomorrow morning. Reaction video to CNBC talking about Tesla and Elon selling or Elon EV rebate. So catch or keep a lookout on your homepage on YouTube for that. Catch you in the next one. Have an awesome weekend. Every Friday, I say this, I'm going to harp it again. Put your phone away, put technology away, spend some time away from the screens, have a mental health check with yourself, have a break. Portfolios don't change over the weekend. And spend some time doing what you do, nature, family, friends, whatever it might be, especially as we approach holiday season. All right, guys, much love. Yash signing off. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace. Yes, and crypto doesn't sleep. You're right. I always get this comment. Sorry, I thought I was going to go away. Crypto doesn't sleep. You're right. But you should probably put away your technology a little bit, even though cryptos are 24/7. I get that. And Marco, thanks for the super chat. $10 and 17 euros. Thank you so much. Take care now. And I promise I'm signing off. Peace.